Hey up everybody, my name's Joshua Morrison, director of Johnny Moz's Lessons and Confidence. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about New Year's, because New Year's is coming up quite soon, and you've probably got some little resolutions you want to do. Maybe you want to stop smoking, maybe you want to start going to the gym, maybe you want to eat healthier, go on a diet, maybe you want to see your friends and family more, like give more time to your kids or whatever, right? And you're waiting for the 1st of January for your life to change. Why can't you change your life now? You obviously want to if you've set the resolution, so I don't see why you can't just do it now. Like obviously there's some kind of merit to the idea of, it's a new chapter. The new year is coming, so you want to use the fact that it's a new chapter to be a new you. And I get that, and I've done like plenty of times like a New Year's resolution, but what ends up happening is you start maybe the first day, maybe you do all right the second day, the third day you start to get a bit sick of it, then the fourth day you're like, oh, okay, give up, right? If you're going to the gym, you'll be lucky if you manage to go for 2 weeks, right? If you're trying to stop smoking, you'll be puffing again by Thursday, right? Just start now, because if you want to stop these bad habits, or if you want to start these good habits, why are you waiting for it? I don't get that, right? But then I kind of do, because I've done it as well, and it's a stupid idea, right? The idea of a New Year's resolution is just inherently ridiculous. What's the good about the idea is it encourages people to be better and to improve themselves. That's good. But what's stupid is the idea that we need to wait for a specific day. That's like saying, oh, I'm going to start going to the gym, but only after April the 23rd. Why? What happens on April the 23rd? Oh, well, something happens. It's a new chapter. The only reason that the 1st of January is a new year is because of our current calendar. In China, they think that the 15th of February or whatever is a new year. I think in the Islamic calendar, it's something like August. Probably completely wrong on that, but you get my point. The idea of a year doesn't mean anything, because it's not like the Earth gets hotter and colder based on how far away it is from the sun and where it is on the orbit from the sun. That's what I always thought. But then I realized, well, hang on, Australia is apparently winter there when it's summer over here, and vice versa. And it's not like the Earth is further away from the sun, like millions of miles further away from the sun on the southern hemisphere, but not on the top hemisphere. It's just ridiculous. So what I think you should do is just start doing your little New Year's resolution now, because the idea of a year is just pointless. The only reason we have it is for bookmarking purposes, and your life doesn't revolve around some guy's schedule who came up with this 400 years ago. And that's only based off of an adjustment to the Julian calendar, which is 2,000 years old or something like that. And the only reason they did the little change is because the idea of a year and documenting the year isn't inherently natural. That's why we have to come up with a new leap years, and that's why on centuries, each century it isn't a leap year. But if it's a century that can be divided by 4, then it can be a leap year. It's ridiculous. We've got so many little things here to try and work this out. So the idea of a year itself isn't inherently natural. So stop trying to adjust your body clock to this unnatural thing, and just start doing the thing that you want to do, that you know will be good for you. Just start doing it now. I don't see why you can't. Why can't you start going to the gym now? If anything, start going now. You'll beat all the people, the crowds that will come in on the 1st of January. Don't go to the gym on the 1st of January. It's a nightmare, right? Don't quit smoking on the 1st of January. Quit smoking now on the 28th of December. Just do it. I don't really understand why you can't just do that now, rather than just, instead of having to wait. Because say you fuck up, right? Say you get to the 5th of January and you're trying to quit smoking, and then you smoke again. Wait, well, I guess 350 days of being a smoking addict until I can quit smoking again. No, just because you've had one thing happen to you, it doesn't mean that you have to just give up forever. It's the same thing with all these sort of addictions that you try and break. Your brain kind of forces you to sort of go, it manipulates you into going, oh, well, I fucked up once, so I might as well just fuck up entirely. It's the same sort of thing of I can't help the entire universe. I can't solve every problem in the world, so why should I sort this one problem out over here? Why should people bother? That same attitude, that people have that attitude, particularly I've seen it with I don't know, vegan stuff. It's well, we can't we can't end every problem. You know, there's still people starving in the world. And it's like, well, hang on. What, we need to solve every issue in the world, or we just don't bother solving any of them. It's the same attitude that people with addictions have. And I find that really weird, right? And I know now the comment section is going to be full of vegan shit and like people debating about vegan stuff. And it's like, stop, don't. I'll make a video about that and you can do your little debates in that video, okay? Right? That fair enough for you, right? Because this video is about New Year's resolutions. So what I want you to do, if you are going to leave a comment about what resolution you are going to have. What kind of thing do you plan on doing in the new year? And why are you having to wait for the new year for that to happen? Is it because you like having a drink now and you want to keep having like Chardonnay until that point when you've decided that you are no longer allowed it? Or is there some kind of underlying kind of like, oh, but I don't want to really quit. So like if you're putting it off, then you don't actually want to do this thing. If you don't actually want to do this thing, you're going to fail. Same way someone who doesn't want to run a marathon can't do it at gunpoint, because I suppose I could do it at gunpoint, but you get the point. They're not going to do a great job of it because they don't want to. They're not interested in it. They're not passionate about it. That's the same reason that like people who work a retail job don't do a particularly good job. That's why your customer service is crap, because they don't give a shit. They're not like, there's no incentive for them to actually care about the thing. They don't have some kind of love and deep passion about shelf stocking, I meant. You know, they don't have that. So it's that kind of thing. I know this video is a little bit rambling, a little bit all over the place, but I think the point I'm trying to make is that you should just, it's a very simple point, so I don't know why I have to keep reiterating it in various ways, but I feel like each time I reiterate it, maybe it will like sink into you a little bit more. Maybe the first few times you heard it, you were like, okay, whatever. But now you're like, oh, maybe he's on something. Or maybe you've clicked off the video by now, I don't know. But whatever, I'm just trying to encourage you to just start now. You know, you don't have to quit smoking tomorrow. You can quit smoking now. But I know you want to have a fag. Like, you know, this evening. I know you want to keep your little ritual going, you know. I know you want to quit drinking or you want to start going to the gym, but I know that you don't want to go to the gym today. You want to go to the gym in some mystical tomorrow that's never going to come, right? Because tomorrow is always tomorrow and today is always today. Even though I go to sleep and I wake up again, right, and 24 hours have passed, doesn't mean it's tomorrow, it's still today, right? Because tomorrow always means the day that's ahead of today, right? So just start today and don't wait for tomorrow, because tomorrow will never ever come, okay? That's important. So thank you very much for watching this video, everybody. Hope you managed to get something useful out of it. I know it's a little bit like repetitive, but you know, it's an important thing, I think. It's one where you need to be coerced into it a little bit, I think. Because once you start and you start doing it, you're gonna get something kind of killer out of it. Oh, yo, text me where you'll be in 30 minutes. Home. There we are. Sorry about that. Shouldn't be leaving text in the middle of that. Would be my New Year's resolution, to stop like texting people in the middle of these videos. Yeah, in general, thank you very much for watching these videos. And my New Year's resolution is to do one video a day, which is actually, like if you were like, I don't know, say drinking or smoking, whatever, it'd be like the equivalent of like, oh yeah, in the new year, I want to actually drink more. I want to smoke more in the new year. So basically my New Year's resolution is to be a little bit lazier, right? In general, which sounds really shit, but you know what? Like you're gonna, like there'll still be lots of videos and stuff. I'm still gonna upload daily, but yeah, this video is kind of a mess. It's a bit of a ramble, but I do hope that you start doing that New Year's resolution now, because if you do it now, you're more likely to do it like in the new year. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, everybody. Hope you have a good rest of the day, and take care. Bye bye.